let's see what this famous mechanic's about. So, welcome back to another episode, guys. But we have a good start to this one with the possibility of a famous mechanic joining the team. Okay, not quite as amazing as I thought. I'm not going to sign her just yet. Anyway, the HQ upgrade is... HQ upgrade, sorry. What my words? Do they even work? Right, how much is a test track simulator thing? Simulator's only 4 million. I know, I'm loaded, lads. I'm going to go with it. I think that's going to be a good upgrade, especially for next season. If we're going to APS, we're going to be needing something like that. So, got some improvement points we have. Yes, we have. We're going to add that to the focus. So everything's now at least in the orange. And who hasn't really had any improvement points? Actually, recently, that I can remember. I'll be happy if we win this championship with the car we've got. I'll be really, really impressed because we obviously don't have the best car on the grid. We should be like 4th or 5th in the constructors, really. But I think I've been a pretty good manager. If I don't toot my own horn too much, but I feel like I've been pretty good so far. Famous last words, isn't it, really? No, we're not going to do that. Our car reliability is already terrible. So, race weekend coming up. It's the Black Sea GP, and this is going to be the penultimate episode before we finish this season, most likely. So, even if we do that... Wait a second. Yeah, I was going to say. Sign you up. We don't want to be losing out on that 350k per race. That'll be a disaster. Right, let's go. Next race, Black Sea GP. Sign it up. And as long as we finish top 6 in quality in the race, we'll be going positive once again, which is exactly what we need. We need to keep that balance, which is important. So, Black Sea GP, let's go. Start qualifying. So this is round 6. Round 6 of 8. 5 to 20. We'll go with it, but I don't know, 30%. I suppose that's all right. Let's go out with her. Now book over. 3 to 7. 1 to 10. Been good so far. 1 to 4. Nice. Perfect. 40%. That's pretty good for a first run. And away she goes. These tyres only last 2 laps. That is crazy. This race mustn't be too long. I mean, this is a very long track, especially with these cars. So I do hope that we can find some sort of strategy that works for us in this race, because with the track being this long, it's going to be tough. It really is going to be tough on the cars, the drivers, and the guy doing all the decisions, which is me, actually. You may not have noticed it. I am making some decisions. It may not be too evident with the career mode, but yeah. So, coming in, let's put another setup on. So far, so good. I'm gonna risk it. No! What an idiot you are, Alex. That was lucky. If that was any more, I was done for there. 66% with Brooklover. Messed it up with Who, though, which is annoying. But maybe it might equal it out, because Brooklover was hard done by in the last race, and Who got a lucky victory, I'd say, even by my own standards. I mean, I'm in the same team, for goodness sake, and I still think that was a lucky victory for Who. But let's see, hopefully we can come in and get one more setup on. Yeah, we should be able to get one more setup on. I don't think we're going to quite have enough time to go out and do another lap. It'll be close, but we'll see. 122. Very unlikely. Very unlikely. We might just sneak out with Who. It's going to be close, though. Yes! Perfect. I don't think it's going to work. We're definitely not going to get out with Brooklover, so there's no point rushing this. I don't do anything too silly. I nearly hit 3 to 20 there. That would have been a disaster for me. 93% overall setup. It's going to be... Oh, 92. What? I thought it was plus 2% or whatever. Okay. It's going to be okay. 4th and 6th isn't great. Yeah, we haven't got another lap time, which is unfortunate. But we have got the better setup, which is all important. 5th and 7th actually there, so we dropped at the end, so somebody sneaked in, but we still get the sponsor objective, which is probably one of the most important things. As sponsor objective, you know what I mean, the setup, what am I on about? The setup, that's the most important thing. And with who we're only 3 temps off pole position, nearly 4 temps, but we'll ignore that. So skipping through, Johnston here, Vandernon on the front row. Right, okay, because these tyres lost literally no laps. Let's try something different. Okay, super soft tyres. Okay, I suppose we could use the super soft tyre performance thing now. Tyre changes are quicker. Let's go with that. We'll actually buckle over. I'll tell you what, I'm going to push buckle over in this race, and we're going to just inevitably going to have to repair the car. So let's see what happens here. I want to get buckle over right to the front of this race quite quickly, and just hope it works. Really, we're trying something different. We don't normally push the drivers too much in these races because we know the car condition problems that we run into. Buckle over on those ultra soft tyres will hopefully make our way through the field, and there you go, fastest lap of the race straight away. I think showing that. There's a bit of a gap. The front 3 have opened up, however, so yeah, our below us at the fast lap of the race now. Well, whose car condition's dropping quicker than buckle over, even though buckle over is not pushing. Sorry, buckle over is pushing. Come on, we can do it. Those front 2 cars, Arbelow and Johnston, they seem to have really stepped up their game. I'm not really sure what to do at this point. I feel like we're going to go another lap on the ultras. Maybe we have to stop pushing though. What can we get to the end of the... We can probably get to the end of the race, can't we? Fix the car. Actually, no. Let's cancel. Let's do something different with buckle over. Let's go ultra softs again. Fix the car in the next one when we've got more of a gap. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's keep pushing. Buckle over's going to come out. P9 in some traffic, which is a bit annoying. Who is just trundling around. Going to be doing a one-stop race with her, so I'm just going to leave her out there, really. No need to do anything too silly. What happened to... I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. What's going on? I don't know. Johnston and Arbelow dropped way down. Maybe they're to repair their car. I don't know. Right, so I'm going to pit in who this lap. 8 laps. Can go on the ultras. Fantastic. Going to conserve though for the rest of the race. It's going to be close. How's her car condition dropping quicker than buckle over, even though buckle over is pushing? That doesn't make any sense. Buckle over is going to pit in next lap. I think we can go to 18. So then we're going to go another 5 laps. It's like we don't even need to repair their car. We've been pushing so much, we probably don't even need to repair their car. I don't understand this. I really don't understand this. And who's surely going to pit, annoyingly? 11 laps, 5 laps, 11% car condition. It's asking a lot to get to the end of the race. Buckle over once again has been done. I don't understand this. I do not understand this one bit. So 2nd, 3rd and 4th are going to have to pit again. 5th and 6th are not going to be great. Who? You're on 11%. Goodness sake. Two laps remaining. We can go super attack mode with buckle over. I just hope that who gets to the end. Lots of cars are retiring in this race. Last lap of this race. Buckle over's up to P2. Oh, please don't retire who. Please, please, please. Last corner. And somehow we come for a 1-2 finish. Two completely different strategies. Somehow whose cars was dropping, the car condition was dropping so much quicker. But there we are. Another race is complete. Great result for us there once again to get the 1-2. The maximum points, 39 points. And you can see there we've got a nice lead in the team's championship and in the drivers' championship as well. It's not out of the realms of possibility that Buklova could possibly still get the championship, but it's not looking too likely now. So that's the way it is. So as we simulate the other championships as always and just understand how everyone else is doing and skipping through all of the cutscenes here as quickly as possible. Hume is jealous. That's a bit unfortunate. That's not going to help. That's -1 on all of the stats. And you can see that's actually dropped her stats down to nearly 3 stars. And here are our young drivers here we're focusing on here. Give some improvement points to Nixon. So continue on. Let's quickly save the game here as we move on to the next race here. And another part of our supplier network. Looks like that's going to be good. Let's target this, I think. Yeah, we'll go with this one. And there we go. Fantastic stuff. So looking forward to hopefully now just get some more parts on the car maybe. I think, yeah, maybe we should build a new part or two. Let's design these brakes and make sure that they're in tip-top condition. Hopefully gives us a strong chance of being the best car in the last couple of races, or at least being up there in the last couple of races, because we realise the other guys have definitely been closing in over the last couple of races. So here we are, non-race weekend. That means the part build is complete. And we'll get that on the car as quickly as possible. Looking good, better in both areas, quite a lot better in terms of performance actually, which is fantastic. Who is a little bit disappointed, a little bit jealous, so unfortunately we'll have to give the part to her. So next is Munich here. So exciting times. Let's see what we can do here today. The penultimate race of the season. If Buklova wants to win this championship, she's going to have to win this race, and who's going to really have to be quite far down. So it's probably unlikely considering what the rest of the season has been like, but let's see. So Munich qualifying. Let's put the setup on as quickly as possible. 13 straight away. Okay, that's good. We don't want to risk it any further though, so we won't do anything there. That's lucky. Getting a big one for only 9 points. Another one for 0. And I don't want to risk any further, so we'll stay at 26% on the setup. So not too disappointed with that. Let's leave the pit lane here and get underway once again. So quite close to each other on the track. Hopefully that'll mean that, well, hopefully that means they'll both get good lap times in, but they're maybe a bit too close here. They could, in fact, get in each other's way. So, purple first sector from Who, and the second sector as well, carrying the last couple of corners up to the start-finish line. It's purple overall, which is fantastic. Is anyone going to go any quicker than that? Buklova is 0.4 of a second behind, so is Al Sadat, but Gelo there and now Jonstadir have both gone faster, so we're going to have to go and bolt on a new setup here to try and get even closer to the front of the field. Been good so far, the setup for us. One last one. Fantastic. Okay, not great, but it gives us to 48% on the setup, which I guess is pretty good. As for Buklova, that's good. Getting a 0 to 15, a really high rated one for only 4 points, which is fantastic. And we'll risk this last one. There we go, just about on the money. 66% with Buklova. So right now, Buklova has a much better setup than Who. So this could be interesting going forward about who, no pun intended, who will be the better driver in this race. So now in the last couple of corners for both the drivers, currently in P4 and P7, 2.5 tenths off pole position with Who. Buklova is a little bit further back. With this better setup, should be a bit closer to the front. Across the line, going up to 4th and 6th place here. We should be able to bolt on a brand new setup here. There's enough time remaining. I don't think there's quite enough time in the session. No, there's not going to be enough time in the session to go out for another lap. But we will be able to put a new setup on and improve this even further, which is fantastic. That's a big one there with you. Once again, it's all looking good. No, I was nearly thinking about risking that, but no, I'm not going to. With Buklova, we still want to try and get as best a setup as possible, but the cards haven't really fallen so well here. Oh, and I messed up the setup. No. Brooklova really can't catch a break, can she? And now, once again, Hugh's going to have the better setup. I just completely messed that up. That's really annoying. It means going into the race here, we're going to have to probably favour Hugh once again. Brooklova hasn't always had it her own way, that's for sure. But she also hasn't really performed in a lot of scenarios as well. So she's got the equipment underneath her, and they're pretty equal in terms of car performance. So it's basically down to the driver, and Brooklova hasn't really performed in a lot of areas this season. So yeah, we're obviously disappointed for her not to be able to battle for the championship, but at the same time, she hasn't given herself the best favour sometimes. She hasn't always driven to her full potential. But this opening part of the race is going to be on intermediate tyres, so we'll use those two as we can't really enhance the mechanics relationship. So the lights coming on at the top of the screen. Let's move that balloon out of the way, go to the mini-map, and away we go. And go into 3 times speed. Buklova's had a good start there. Oh, but falling back down once again. Sometimes it's a bit all over the place to start. And the water out on track is just getting heavier and heavier by the look of it at this stage of the race. And we are starting to fall back. So, I don't know. I don't want to push too early. I don't want to counteract the strategy because our tyres aren't wearing as maybe as little as we'd like. There are cars in front of us with better tyres than us. So, we're going to have to play this strategy right here. So, Buklova's dropped down to P13. It all changes so quickly sometimes I can't even commentate on it. But yeah, Hugh is in P6 now. That just jumped as well. So it's getting pretty close up the front. And, well, the rain doesn't look like it's going to go away anytime soon. That's for sure. So around the last corner. 13 laps remaining in this race. There's not really much you can do now. You just got to wait for the tyres to wear off really at this stage of the race. There's not really much you can do in terms of racing because yes, our tyres are in slightly better condition, especially with Hugh, but our car condition isn't that fantastic with Hugh, so I can't really push. So it's sort of really annoying because in both areas I can't really do exactly what I want here. Johnson did set the fastest lap of the race, and Buklova's got a penalty. Literally cannot catch a break. Buklova's been pushed down to penultimate place on the grid. P19, got to make our way through some of the worst cars now, which is really annoying. And I was thinking about what I was going to do, but I'm just going to leave it for now and just attack Buklova and try and get her to gain a couple of positions and obviously come into the pit this lap and put the intermediate tyres on, away we go. But now just absolutely go for it. I thought I might as well try a different strategy approach here with Buklova and just push like crazy on these intermediate tyres and just hope it works out for her. So the cars are starting to pit for the intermediate tyres. I'm going to conserve because I think I'm going to try something a little bit different here. I'm not sure whether anyone around us is going to try the same strategy, but I'm going to stay out and then just go straight onto the dry tyres because you guys know as well as I do that the dry tyres can deal with a little bit of moisture out on track, but the problem is being caught quite quickly by the cars behind. So I think we're gonna pit in this lap because we realise we're losing too much time otherwise, and we're gonna put on the ultra soft tyres because they're gonna last 8 to 10 laps, and we're only 6.5 laps of this race remaining. So around the last couple of corners, still gonna lead as we go in the pit lane. Buklova now complaining about the intermediate tyre, so it looks like it is the time to switch over actually. Let's come out the pit lane. The tyres, I don't think are quite up to temperature here. We've used a lot of fuel with Buklova, I realise now, so hopefully she's going to be able to claw that back. But yeah, Buklova's going to push on this in-lap and try and gain as many positions as possible. Hugh, doing that pit stop, is still losing time here. Quite a lot of time, actually, to be fair. It's only starting to now equal itself out, 26 seconds or so, and the car's already come in the pit lane. Yeah, so Hugh has got extra fuel, but only on 36% car condition, so I can't really be doing too much here. Oh, this is a little bit annoying here. I can't really do what I want in this race, which is a bit frustrating, because Hugh has got that spare fuel, but I don't really want to push, which is just frustrating, really. But we're in a podium position, which I guess is good. Buklova, pretty amazing considering she was down to the penultimate place on the grid to be in the top 10. I think she's done a really good job there. And yeah, on the last lap of this race here, we've got a lot of tyre wear. So let's just put it into the attack mode here for the final stages. And with Booklova as well, we might as well. So, final stages, Hugh just dropped to P4. Can she get back P3? No. Wow, okay, that's a bit annoying. Even though we were in the fast fuel mix, we couldn't quite do it. And Booklova dropped to P12 in the end there. Possibly having to go in the conserve mode. I think it automatically goes in the conserve mode because maybe we'd used a bit too much fuel there. So that's my bad. But overall, I think it pretty much confirms Hugh is the driver's champion. We'll check that in a second. I think it also means Booklova, might even drop even further down the order. But we're not quite constructors champions there. 29-point lead. And yeah, it does mean Hugh is the champion. 20 points you can get for a race win. No double points on offer. So the maximum anyone else can get is 128. And we're on 132. So Hugh is the champion in the ERS. So fantastic stuff there. And just so unlucky for Booklova here, considering she's had such a good season, but it's just not going her way in so many areas. So that's pretty much it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching once again. Please remember to drop a like on the video if you enjoyed and subscribe if you're new. I'm getting on top of these audio issues, guys. It's getting there, but it's still a bit of a struggle for me, so I apologise for that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys around soon. It's been Alex. I'm out here. Goodbye.